Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 84 of the Frantic Talks podcast. I am your normally your co-host Grunt, and this week I am joined by
Freakshow
and his cat, in case you see it.
And my cat. Oh, she's laying down.
All right.
All right, she's here now.
All right. Well, hello, cat. Welcome to the Frantic Talks podcast. Again, this is another week where we fired Frantic because he decided to go somewhere, do something, be social. So we just fired him. Or did the podcast fire him? Evidently the podcast did fire him. It didn't talk back. But today we have a few interesting subjects to talk about, including a very... I don't know. It's a flight that is quite interesting. I'll let Freakshow get to that.
Indeed.
But to kick things off, if you want to find us, you can find me as on Twitter as @OnyxSpartan, ONYX. Spartan is in, the people. My phone's going off, so pardon me if you hear that.
Did you not silence your phone?
No, I did not. I will do that low here in a bit.
The fuck, man?
I'm not prepared for this.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to just spam your phone with messages. That way, it keeps perpetually going off in the background.
Of course you would. Of course you would do that. But anyways, you can find me on Twitter as @OnyxSpartan, ONYXSPARTAN. Don't know why I spelled Spartan. Whatever. You can find him over there. I'm assuming that's the right direction. It's not there. It's over there. As @Freakshow187. If you want to talk to Frantic, you can find him as @FranticJ3, or you can find us collectively as @Frantic_Talks. It's kind of implied in the logo, as you can see on the site.
What logo?
The logo that you can't see. Where else can you find us? Well, you can find us on Twitch, usually streaming a podcast of some sort at 3 p.m. Eastern every Saturday. Some changes might be coming to that in the future, though. I don't know. Need to talk to the head overlord about that.
You mean the Sentient Podcast?
Yes, the head overlord that is the Sentient Podcast.
I knew it. Just like the Sentient Duck on the Rubber Ducky Death Squad page.
Man, what is this with... everything collectively is coming alive.
Everything we knew has been a lie, man.
I don't know. Alright. Oh, but you can find us... What did I just mention? Over there, twitch.tv/Frantic Talks. I'm noticing a pattern here with the way everything is named. We have a YouTube channel. You can go find that. Just, look up Frantic Talks, or you can go to any one of these nice posts about the last podcast, and it has a link to it in there somewhere. You can also find us on Facebook if you want a more Facebook format of Twitter. We post our articles over there. A lot of other interesting things. Just facebook.com/Frantic Talks. Hey, there's that name again. And if you can't find us through those, you can just go to frantictalks.com. That is the mothership. All of our articles get posted there. We typically have a schedule. It's been a little thrown off the past few weeks because we've all been busy, but we're getting back into it. Typically on Wednesday we have a new column that comes out either by Frantic, myself, or you. I believe yours was just the latest one here.
Yeah.
On Fridays, we usually have either the Chronicles of Awe, which is your wrestling simulation. It's pretty interesting to read. I like the storylines you have going through that.
Thank you.
If it's not the Chronicles of Awe, it is the new series, Frantic vs. Freakshow, and it's right here on screen. FVF3 Hostility. People don't like you, I assume.
Oh, no.
But that's basically Frantic and Freakshow. They take their own spin on the wrestling simulation, and they try and see who comes up with the better storylines and has better shows. And I'm not biased in that decision when I say you guys are doing very good, and it's a tough race to say who is ahead right now. But I digress.
Is that really not biased, though?
It's unbiased. Totally unbiased. Pretty sure I used the wrong word there, but, whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
And then on Mondays, we usually have the podcast that releases up there. If you want, you can find the podcast usually the same day we recorded, which is Saturday, up on YouTube. So kind of go subscribe to our YouTube channel and get like a, I don't know, free pre-order bonus or whatever. But all that stuff you can find up on our site. And if all else fails, 110 times out of 10, what do they do to find us, Freakshow?
Yeah. Go into whatever your preferred search browser is, and you just type in Frantic Talks.
And you will find us. I guarantee it, or you're glimmer back. See, I can make that bet because Glimmer isn't a real thing.
That's true.
So, it's a safe bet. Like my safe bet was about getting a ghost from the Future War Cult package during the faction wars.
Yeah. You and Frantic took the easy bets, while I staked
You staked the
my
most.
whole future.
I hate you,
There's your
Frantic.
phone again.
I hate you, Frantic. Stop it. Okay, that's fixed.
See, if only someone would have silenced their phone earlier, before we started.
Two things. This is way too early for me to be doing a podcast. And this is only my second time doing a podcast, so I'm still working out the kinks, but on the upside, you're no longer
It's only your second
Freakshow.
time. It's only your second time doing a podcast, huh?
Alright. It's the second time doing a podcast on my own. I don't have to worry about this stuff. Frantic does all the hard work.
So Frantic silences your phone for you, too.
Typically, I leave my phone in another room. Alright. So with all that out of the way, basically if you just want to find us, all that information that I previously said is on the Frantic Talks mothership. Or, just Google us, Bing us, Ask Jeeves us, Frantic Talks, you'll find us. All that said, Freakshow, how's your week been?
It's
I mean, I know, but
it's been very iron and banana-y.
Iron and banana-y, huh?
Yep.
Take it you're talking about Iron Banner.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Iron Banner returned this week in Destiny 2. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, how does Saladin look around that banner? It's made of iron.
I don't know. Maybe his ghost just transmats it. Does Saladin even have a ghost?
I mean, all Guardians have a ghost. Saladin was a Guardian.
Right, but
So technically is a Guardian.
we've never seen his ghost.
I mean, we've never seen anyone else's ghost except Cade's.
That's true. I think Ikora is flying around her, though, in where it's at in Destiny 2, though. I don't know.
Who cares about Ikora?
Wow, you really have betrayed the Warlock Order.
No, I just don't care about Ikora. Cat coming through.
Cat coming through.
Oh, cat, no! My cord. Alright, we're good.
Alright, so, a lot of Iron Banner. Anything else interesting?
Pretty much my week.
Iron Banner filled. Iron Banner filled, alright. So,
Iron Banner and sleep.
Iron Banner and sleep, and a cat, again.
And a cat.
So, my week's been crazy. It's been filled with some Iron Banner here and there. I've had a few good games in that. I've done fairly well consistently through it, so I consider that a win. I wiped out the entire team with a Nova Bomb once. That was great. They were sitting on there in one of the rooms in the Emperor's Respite. That is the name of it, right? Yeah, Emperor's Respite.
I think so.
Yeah, that's your Widow's Court. I know how much you like that map.
I hate that map.
Widow's Court? Yeah, I know you like that one.
Both of them.
But they were sitting in a room. They were trying to attack B. They ran away because our team was there at B. They deployed a healing rift back in the room. I just got my super, and I went in there, Nova bombed the three of them that were standing in the super, and gunned down the other one that I was using. Gunned down the last one that was remaining, and Saladin was like, "You just wiped out an entire fire team in a matter of seconds." It's like, oh, I did, didn't I? That's pretty cool. So yeah.
You know what didn't happen? No.
What
you didn't go unbroken.
So close. Twice this week.
So close.
Twice. Like, I got like 13, 14 kills in one game. Only had to live 2 minutes more, or until, we reach the score limit, whichever came first.
Which rarely ever happens.
Right. And I got swarmed by the entire team at one point. It was like, 13, 14 kills, no deaths, I'm doing great. I might be able to do this because the other team is not playing that smart. And then it's just like, boom, there's the other team. It's like, oh, well, okay. I guess this is it. And then the other time, I had a, 15 kill streak going on. I ended up with 20 kills and only one death. And that one death was because I ran into a Fist of Havoc Titan when I walked around the corner. It's like, oh, whoops, this is awkward.
Bad luck.
It was.
One day.
It'll happen one day. The funny thing is, your games where you've gone unbroken, I haven't been there.
Yeah,
and
you've never been there.
The games where I have almost gone unbroken, you haven't been there.
No, I was there for the one.
That's right, you were there for the 13. 13, oh god,
Yeah.
That's a cursed number. That really is a cursed number. I don't care what anyone says, 13 is horrible.
You know what else is a cursed number?
I have a feeling this is the perfect point for a segue.
It is. And it's not just some shitty segue either.
No, it's not.
Ooh, fucking did it. Alright.
Right. We're getting good at this. We know what we're doing. It's almost
Yeah.
like we've done 84 of these.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've done
4.
5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anyways, yes.
I've done some number.
You've done X number, where X equals this number over that number, and oh god.
I've done X amount of podcasts.
Yes, I hear that it's quite warm in Helsinki.
Yes.
How warm is warm?
Don't know. You fucked it up.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
So
what would you have done if I would have actually been able to tell you exactly how hot it was in Helsinki yesterday?
I would have just stopped recording right now. That'd be it. So what's the big deal?
So, on Friday the 13th, aka yesterday, flight number 666 took off for hell.
Wait. What?
Yep. Flight number 666 yesterday went from Copenhagen to Helsinki.
Interesting. How do they, other than the fact that they get the first 3 letters of Helsinki are HEL, how do they get that?
Well, that is the International Air Transport Association code for the Helsinki airport in Finland.
So the flight literally took off for hell.
The flight literally took off for hell, yes.
Good. Well, I hope everyone aboard that flight landed safely. Partly sunny weather.
And it says they've been doing Flight 666 for 11 years.
Ah, come on. 2 more.
Every year they've flown from Copenhagen to Helsinki a total of 21 times on Friday the 13th.
That's interesting. Further proof that maybe Friday the 13th isn't such a bad day after all.
No, possibly not. This is the last time they're going to do it, though, because they are going to get their number changed on October 29th.
Curious if it's going to be like 667 or what the new number might be.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You mean you don't have the inside details?
No.
Why are you even here then? This is why you're on here, for inside information. You're fired. Podcast has fired you.
Okay.
So yes. You know what else is quite interesting?
That cat.
That cat, yes. The fact that one Mr. John Carpenter plays a game that we all play. Like, literally, we all play.
Yeah.
So this was brought up on Twitter, and I think you mentioned it to me the other day when we were playing. I have seen it floating around the internet, especially the Destiny community. The legendary director of, and creator, really, of various horror movies. He's most largely known for the Halloween series, Michael Myers. John Carpenter did an interview with The Guardian a few days ago, and I have to read the way this starts. They ask, "Hi John, what have you been up to?" "I've been playing the video game Destiny 2. It's a sci-fi game. It's fun." "I've heard of that. Isn't it really hard and involves shooting aliens?" "Oh, it is hard. That's why I've dedicated my life to learning how to play it. At my age, why not? It keeps me out of trouble." So, the fact that, I mean, it's John Carpenter, you know. We know who he is. I found out that he had a music career apparently at one point, produces music, so the more you know.
Oh, yeah.
He plays something that you really, you wouldn't typically think, at least I wouldn't anyhow, typically think that someone like him would play a game like Destiny. Or a game,
what exactly
period.
do you mean, like him?
Well,
it's just because he's... It's just because he's really old?
No, it's because of, you know, typically when it comes to people that are actors, or, you know, I have gotten less away from it, but even people like band members, you know, yeah, they're out on the road a lot doing tours and traveling and that, but you typically don't, at least I typically didn't think that they had the time to sit and play a game like this, you know. So people of, I don't know, I guess you could say famous people, I typically don't think that they have the time or even interest in playing games. But I'm also the same person that preaches that, you know, games are for everyone.
I mean, famous professional wrestler The Big Show plays Destiny.
It's true. It's true. I do remember that.
They even gave him a replica Cold Heart, I think.
I wonder if he's used it to kill Callus.
You
should ask him. You should ask him that. You're just giving me this look like, Grunt, don't make me do this.
I'm doing it.
Alright. So yeah, I think that's very cool that he plays. It's interesting because it brings up in my mind too that the people that do the voice acting in Destiny also play the game. You know, that's a little bit more given to assume for me. But I find the hilarious thing is that the voice actor that plays...
Cade doesn't play as Cade, damn it.
Cade is not Cade. He is Cade, but he isn't Cade. The voice actor, Nathan Fillion, that does the voice over for Cade, he doesn't play a hunter. He plays a warlock. And that is amazing. The character that is Cade doesn't... The person that is Cade isn't a hunter. It's just like Lance Reddick, the voice actor for Zavala, plays a warlock as well, and not a titan, which has me really curious what the voice actress for Ikora, is she a warlock or is she a titan or a hunter?
I mean, hopefully she's not a warlock.
I mean,
I just don't like Ikora.
Man, what do you have against Ikora?
Ikora seems like a bitch.
Have you ever actually talked to Ikora?
I've talked to Ikora in the game, yeah.
I mean, okay, that's a fair point, I guess. But yes, so I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. You have anything more to add to this freak show about Mr. Carpenter?
I mean, I mean, if he wants to play, and he's actually able to play, more power to him.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's, like I said, I think it's cool. It definitely is making me change my mind of just automatically assuming that these quote unquote, I can't even say that, these famous people, for lack of correct but yet better terms, don't play the games,
Well, Xavier Woods of WWE fame, he finds time to go to a lot of like anime conventions and stuff, because he's super into the video games to the point where he has his own YouTube gaming channel called Up Up Down Down, and I would suggest that you take a look at it.
Did someone say the Konami code?
I said the beginning of the Konami code, yes.
Up up down down, left right, BA start, boom.
I wonder if you enter that in Discord if anything happens.
We're gonna have to try that.
Discord just like implodes.
It does. Throwback mode. Well, I mean, too, I saw a video, I think it was from, I almost want to say Loudwire, the other day. It was some music news website, and they talked to, oh god, I forgot the guy's name. He's the frontman and vocalist for Korn. But he has, in their area where they do a lot of their writing and recording for their new songs and their new albums and that, their studio basically, he's got an area set up with, a couple of Xboxes, some games and that, and that's what he does. If he's not writing music, he says, or working on new music, basically, he's playing those. And
yeah, I mean, even though they're famous, they're just like everyone else.
Oh yeah, they definitely are.
People love video games.
Yeah, we're proof of that right here. 84 episodes of a podcast, and we've somehow found a way to talk about games and junk. And I forgot to do that again. Frantic is going to fire me for real.
You'll be fine. You know why it's okay?
Because is this where a horrible pun comes in?
No, I was going to say because I just tweeted at the Big Show, but...
The Freak Show tweeted at the Big Show.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a showception, man.
Yeah.
That's a very, very... Alright, I think it's time that we move on.
You could say that we put on a good showing.
Oh my god, it's definitely time we move on. And you know what, friends? Don't let friends make horrible puns, even though you'll miss my puns one day.
No, nobody should ever play those.
But apparently friends also don't let friends play as half-orcs, or half-orclings, or something.
No. Friends don't let friends play half-orcs.
Right.
Although you and I know someone who played a half-orc.
It's true. He had a really hot cousin, too, I hear.
Or sister.
Sister.
Or whatever it ended up being.
Cousin sister? Sister cousin.
Sure.
This is getting too weird.
Half-orcs are weird like that, I guess.
Hey, they are. I mean, it's not like anyone almost got sacrificed or anything.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about is we're talking about D&D characters. You know, we talk games. We talk a lot about video games. I've gotten into playing D&D and more tabletop games thanks to you and various other things I've done recently. So, you know, just because games are in the title, you know, that says it right there, they're games too, but they're also interesting. But what we're talking about specifically here is creating a D&D character, and what are some of the most common character types and classes and races and that people play as in these games. You pitched this to me, so I'll let you do a little bit of the talking as to what exactly it is. But basically, it's a digital character tracking app called D&D Beyond that you go and it's basically where you can store your character sheets on like your phone or iPad.
Yeah, instead of this giant folder that I have.
Hey, that's the way to do it, man. I'm sorry. Having a phone is nice. Picture phone here. But there's just nothing beats like that. There's just nothing that beats good old pen and paper. Pencil and paper. Don't use pen. That's bad.
Yeah, don't. No matter what they say. They might say it's pen and paper. Don't use a pen. Don't use a pen.
Unless you need to make a very important note that you want to remember later on. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you telling me that I should pull out the notes?
The notes never forget. Oh my god, are those the notes?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh god. I'm going to end up with, once our D&D campaign is over, I'm going to end up with that page that has all the notes about my character. Those are the notes. It is literally underlined, isn't it? Oh my god. Yeah. So, for those of you listening and not watching the video, in our D&D campaign that we have, the Freakshow has been running for, I think it's been going on close to 2 years now, hasn't it? A year?
Yeah.
2 years? Something like that?
Year and a half, might as well just say. Split the difference.
Year and a half, yeah, might as well. I may have accidentally gotten a harassment lawsuit on my D&D character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at this point there's no saying may have. It's I did.
You did.
I did. It's in the notes. The notes never forget.
No, they don't. It's even underlined.
It's not bolded though. I'm a little disappointed in that. You need to go maybe like with a Sharpie.
Yeah.
But yes, I have a harassment lawsuit that's never going to leave me. I'm probably going to survive this campaign, and that is going to be my character's downfall.
You're barely going to survive this campaign.
I defied death once. I'm feeling good about myself.
Yeah, it's not going to happen twice.
No, I'm going to make sure of it. Alright, so tell me more. Getting back on track here, though. Tell me a little bit more about this app and this study that I guess this place did with the information that was, like, I guess, input by people.
Yeah, well, I've never used the app.
Okay.
I wouldn't actually, because the app's pretty new from what, but they compiled over 100,000 characters that have already been made on it. And they figured out exactly what the most popular race class combination is, all the way down to the least popular race class combination. And they have it in a nice little chart.
Fancy little chart, as you can see on screen, behind Not Tiny Freakshow.
Behind Not Tiny Freakshow, yes. I wasn't even aware that I was Tiny Freakshow last time until afterwards.
Thanks, Frantic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would appear that the most popular class and race to play in is a human fighter.
Understandably so. I mean, humans get, they get an extra ability point.
I think that's what they get, yeah.
Yeah, they get an extra ability point for whatever. They also get a bonus feat. And fighters get a bonus feat.
Right. When I first started playing, and was sitting there at 2 a.m. creating my character, I was asking, what's a good race to play as? What's a good class? Well, the class was pretty much solved this way. We need a healer. You're going to be that healer. Okay. And I end up almost killing party member trying to heal him.
That's true.
I didn't say I was a good cleric. I just said I was a cleric, okay?
You're also a narcoleptic cleric.
Yes.
You fell asleep the one time that we were in front of King Slash from the Guns N' Roses clan.
That's still, oh my god. Then I was dropped on my head. Thanks, Leek.
Hey man, it's not his fault.
It was to his fault. He dropped me. He's the one that was carrying me. Because I was asleep, but still.
He wouldn't need to carry you if you were stayed awake.
Okay, that's a fair point. Oh, but if I'm remembering how to read charts correctly, there's an average of 4,888 human fighters amongst their data that they collected, which...
Well, that's not the average.
You're an average.
Number.
And you just cut out there. What was that?
Yeah, that's not the average. That's the actual number.
It's the actual number. Okay. So I'm not remembering how to read charts correctly.
Right.
I'm not a data analyst.
You're not. You're not Dato.
What does he do?
Dato does Destiny.
Shout out to that guy, by the way. So yeah, it's interesting to see that, and apparently people don't like half-elf monks or elf bards either.
No, it's half-orc sorcerers.
I know, I'm looking through the half-orc sorcerers. Oh yeah, only 126 people. That's interesting. Now, do you think that means that that's just not something a lot of people choose to play as, or is it difficult to maybe play as one of those? So, it's like you have to know what you're doing. You have
half-orcs just suck.
Frantic is hurt by your words, even though he's not here.
He'll get over it.
So, it's...
After all, he was the one that, suggested sacrificing you. So...
I will remember that.
You know who else will remember that?
Pepperidge Farm?
The notes.
The notes. They never forget. The notes never forget.
Yeah. According to this chart, 25,248 people play humans.
That's quite a few people.
It is. It is almost 9,000 above the next most popular class, which is the elf.
Elves are great archers.
And that's what my character is. He's an elf paladin.
Which 492 people play as out of that total. So
good.
That's interesting. It's interesting. I think my current character is what, a half elf now? No, that's my backup character. My backup character is a half elf. My main character, my cleric, is...
It's a halfling, which is not on the... It's not on the chart.
Halfling. Well, I mean, it is technically on the chart.
No, that's a tiefling.
No, there is halfling.
Is there a halfling?
There is a halfling.
I don't know. I closed out the chart already.
5,916 people play as a halfling.
Oh.
The most common of that being 1,797 people playing as a rogue halfling.
Of course, because
Everybody wants to be a what?
Everyone wants to be like Frodo and Bilbo. Isn't that right?
Bilbo T. Swaggins.
What's the T stand for?
I don't know.
Troublemaker?
Given my case, yeah. I mean, I try and stealth down a hill and I can't even do that. I tumble down and make as much noise as I possibly can. It's interesting, though. 308 people play as a halfling cleric, which is what I originally started at, so small percentage, yay.
No, it's a small percentage, alright.
Oh, shut up. But yes, I find this stuff cool because, it's really getting into, trying to figure out how to play the game. I don't even know if that's the right thing to say, but it's interesting to know how people play the game. Do you think that, a good chunk of people choosing to play as a human is just like easy mode? Because you've had more experience playing D&D than I have. Like I said, I've only been playing for a year and a half, so you have more experience.
Yeah, I've played close to a decade.
Back in my day.
Yeah, back in my day, we didn't take the easy way out. But I don't know. Like every race has their advantages and disadvantages. Just humans get that little bit more that nobody else gets.
Right. They're well-rounded characters, you would say.
Yeah. Like they're perfect for people who are just starting out.
Right.
Because then they have that little bit of extra cushion. But once you learn it's always good to dip your toes in the water of just off the wall combinations.
Mm.
So, do I think playing a human is easy mode? Yeah, kind of. And playing a human fighter makes it that much more easier.
I mean, one of our party members, Deekleek, he plays a rogue.
Yeah, he plays a half-orc rogue.
He's a rogue half-orc rogue, okay. He's also...
No, he plays a half-elf rogue.
Half-elf rogue, I was going to say. Because I thought originally you and him were like buddy bros from like the same...
No, he's... My character is part of a royal family that I just kind of got excommunicated from. And Deekleek was my servant.
Servant, you say in air quotes. Oh, man. I still want to know when you're going to get him to sing like a bard.
I don't know.
That's like the one thing I want to see from this campaign. I want him to sing.
Yeah.
If you ever listen to this, Cleek, I'm sorry, but...
It'll happen eventually.
So yeah, I don't know. Personally, I think it's not necessarily, having all the extra buffs or bonuses they get is definitely helpful. Like you said, though, each character has its advantages and disadvantages, so I think it really comes down to the way you know how the game plays and you know how to play as your character. So, to some extent, I agree that playing as a human fighter is kind of like easy mode, but not so much, because everything can go wrong and you can end up almost being disowned by your character's god.
Right. Or your character's god can roll a 1. You never know.
You're still mad at that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or your character can wipe out an entire royal bloodline in one
just because
single spell scroll.
Yeah. Oh man, those are so much good times. So many good times. So yeah, I believe that does it. We've wrapped this up. Basically, just don't play as a half-orc sorcerer. Friends don't let friends play as a half-orc sorcerer.
Friends don't let friends play half-orcs, period.
Or that too, because half-orcs, they're mean, they're evil. They don't get along nicely with anyone.
They don't keep their promises about their hot cousin / sister.
It's true. Then they just vanish off the face of the earth.
Yeah. They play like 3 times and then just vanish.
It's true, they do. Alright. So, with that said, unless you have anything more to add.
No.
Alright. This has been episode 84 of the Frantic Talks podcast. I'm trying to think of a different way to end this. For all of our information, where you want to find us, you can go to frantictalks.com. It's right there. Just, find it. It's all there. We have articles, fancy new stuff. We have a few cool things coming out. I'm totally not stealing the general idea that Freakshow had with his wrestling simulation and going to reboot one of my own series later in the year. Not at all.
Or you could start playing the wrestling simulator yourself.
I could do that, yes. I could do that too. You are correct.
Yeah.
But if you want to find us, you can find us on Twitter. I am at Onyx Spartan, ONYX. Spartan as in whatever Roman Spartans. He is at Freakshow187. I don't know which direction to point, so I'm just going to point to both directions. Pretty sure it's to my right. It's probably to my left, actually. Whatever. Don't care.
I'm one of those directions.
At Freakshow187. You can find Frantic at FranticJ3. Tweet to him your music selections, whatever else. He'll talk about pretty much anything. Freakshow will give you puns.
Oh, yeah.
Lots
of puns. You should tweet Grunt to...
Oh, man. That's terrible. Your audio cut out right then. That is horrible.
Oh, man. That's...
And I swear I didn't have anything to do with that. What should they tweet at me?
Watch Southpaw Season 2, Grunt.
Is that what they should tweet at me?
That's what they should tweet at you.
Okay. You can tweet at me to tell me to watch Southpaw Season 2. If you want to talk to the podcast, hit us up at @frantic_talks. It tweets a lot of stuff about our articles. Sometimes it joins in on the banter that we start, and by we, I don't mean I. You can find us usually on Twitch, 3 p.m. Eastern every Saturday. Don't know if that's going to change because we're considering some changes to the podcast in the future. We'll keep you up to date. Words are hard.
What if they're interested in hitting up the Destiny clan?
Well, then they can go hit up at RD Death Squad. I believe that's the right Twitter handle.
What does the RD stand for?
Rubber Ducky Death Squad. The best.
Doesn't stand for Research and Development Death Squad?
It does not. I don't think you would create a Research and Development Death Squad. Though...
That would probably raise some flags.
I mean, yeah. If we're being honest, there's probably a group of people that are in some R&D type job and they have a clan in some game called RD Death Squad.
I really hope so.
I hope so too, because I want that to be a thing. It needs to be.
It does.
But yes, if you want to tweet to the sentient Rubber Ducky, hit up at RD Death Squad. I believe there's a link to the Destiny 2 and Destiny 1 clan in there somewhere if you want to join that. Let us know who you are, how you found us. That way we don't just be like, yo, who are you? Get out. We're nice, we swear.
We are very nice.
Yes. If you want to, you can. I never finished mentioning the stuff about the Twitch chat or the Twitch channel.
No, you didn't.
I am horrible at this. Frantic is going to fire me. 3 p.m. Eastern, usually every Saturday. I say usually because like right now it's not 3 p.m. Eastern.
No, it's
also not live.
It's 1 Eastern.
It's also not live because I wasn't going to mess with streaming today.
We're live though.
You're live.
I hope so.
Twitch.tv/Frantic Talks. We stream, podcast. Maybe every now and then some Destiny or Rocket League shenanigans. If we're live, you can usually join in on the chat and interact with us. Tell us, talk to us live about that. You can also join up our Discord, our Frantic Talks Discord channel. I believe there's still a link to that pinned to our it is our top pinned tweet on the Frantic Talks Twitter account. If not, just tweet us and we'll get you into it. There is also our YouTube channel. You can just search Frantic Talks or click on one of the beautiful podcast episode posts on the website. There's a link to it in there. And just subscribe. We get 100 subscribers. We don't have to tell you the long route of doing it. We can just tell you to search Frantic Talks and, go to the URL that we would get. Let's see. I believe that's it.
I do believe that is it.
So, I'm Grunt.
I'm Freakshow.
And we will see you later.